any search for truth has to confront and attempt to sort of overcome and neutralize or defeat skepticism, which is really difficult to do, if not potentially impossible, because there is no final defeat for skepticism. However, in Plato's dialogue, Meno, Plato or Socrates tries to show that there is at least some good counters to the claims of the skeptics. So Meno he's an aristocrat and he comes from Thessaly. And in Thessaly, there's a great sophist school. So the sophists were teachers, basically, philosophers and teachers. And Meno has been traveling and whatnot, and he confronts Socrates, and he begins their conversation by asking Socrates whether virtue is acquired by teaching or practice, or if it resides within us. And what Meno's really doing here is testing testing the sense in which anything can be said to be known. Virtue is spoken of often and with confidence, but what is its source and how is it to be understood? And Socrates responds basically by saying, "Well, I don't know." So Socrates asks if he can speak to Meno's young, uneducated servant. And Meno agrees. So Socrates shows through some probing questions and gentle guidance that the servant boy, knows that the area of a square is ultimately determined by the length of the diagonal drawn through it. Now, what Socrates is doing here is showing that despite not having an education in mathematics, this boy was able to understand the Pythagorean theorem. And so what Socrates is getting at here is that his theory of truth is a theory of sort of recollection, essentially, or reminiscence, where some things are innate and that we have access to these things, even though that we've never sort of learnt them as such. So he's trying to show that there's two different types of knowledge, that there's knowledge of like facts about daily life, things as they are in the world, and then there is truth, that which has always been and will always be true, and this sort of truth is innate, according to Plato and Socrates.